So Alfie was probably our youngest ever JCT candidate application. He wrote to us at the beginning of last year. He was 8 years old and his job application was probably the highlight of that particular day for me. So we made the most of inviting him in and giving him a real JCT experience at Brooklands and at VW Bradford by allowing him the opportunity to really get underneath some of our job roles and really inspire him to want to apply again by the age of 16. So obviously we don't recruit everybody that young, but we do our very best to try and attract and retain the very best people at the point that they are looking to join us. So in 2015 we were successful in recruiting 30 brand new apprentices between the age of 17 and 21 onto technical parts and body shop apprentices, and a couple of service advisors too last year. And during the year we also recruited 50 new sales trainees into the business.
In terms of what to say, when to say it and how to act around customers, because before I was a confident person around friends and even people I didn't know, but around customers it's a different story. You've got to behave in a slightly different way and be sort of even a better version of yourself, and the programme sort of teaches you how to do that. You might already know it, but it sort of brings it out.
So I got an apprenticeship with Volkswagen in Bradford. Loved it, enjoyed it, carried out my 3 years, had the best fun ever, made some great friends. After 3 years of being qualified, the opportunity came up to become workshop controller. Been doing that for about 2 years now. I understand we've had 30 new apprentices in the last 3 months. My advice to those would be to knuckle down, try as hard as they can, choose a mentor and a role model to look up to, and whatever you want to do, JCT will provide you with the tools to go ahead and do it.
So Wired is coming into its 4th year this year. It's a talent programme that harnesses our talent throughout the business, mainly at non-management level, and it revolves largely around individually tailored learning and development plans that are then driven by the colleagues themselves.
I'd say the best thing about being on the Wired programme is having the opportunity to have a one-to-one with someone who's out of your everyday working environment. So sitting down with Sarah gave me an opportunity to talk about what I'd like to achieve and where I'd like to be in the next few years, which is hopefully to become a sales manager.
There's also things like the feel the fear and do it anyway. So something that you wouldn't want to do, you force yourself to do it, and then that improves your life in so many ways. At work you can do things that you'd never dream of doing, and also outside of work you push yourself out your comfort zone and take it that one step further.
I've been on Wired just over a year now. Wired has given me stability, and it's also given me a sense of direction. It has seen me progress and develop as a person and through my current role to hopefully end up being a service manager.
I think the department's benefited my attendance in the Wired course, basically because I've been able to take things back to the group, and it's also made me more informative and more confident.
So we now have a more structured approach to the development that's on offer for our leaders, and it's helped to increase people's confidence and their ability to get the best out of others. Whereas First Line Manager focuses on the fundamentals and the technical aspects, Advanced Leadership is all around increasing your leadership ability and your emotional intelligence in order to get the very best out of others.
So the Advanced Leadership course is a really testing course that I don't think we would have got the chance to experience within any other dealer group. It's a real look at your leadership style, the impact that has on others, and how they respond to your style and what they expect from you.
Paid particularly more attention to people's learning styles. I'm very activist. I like to get involved really and drive things forward, and I know some people aren't like that, so it meant that I've taken that into account when teaching and developing others.
I got this from somebody else in the group actually. We took each individual and offered them a chance to write down their daily activities from Monday through Saturday and Sunday if they worked those days, and we got rid of all the stuff that was unimportant, that wasn't their job, and assigned it to the people that it should be with. And as a result of that, their actual selling hours have increased so much so that we're asked to sell 55 cars this month, and as we stand on the 11th we're actually already on 26, so it's really worked.
So Sarah's talked about leadership development, and when we talk about leadership development, we really do try and help develop every manager at every level in the business. So all of the general managers and line managers and group managers who have been through the leadership development programme in 2013 and 14 went back up north to Coniston Cold this year to do a one-off event to revisit and really dip them back into what the leadership development programme was all about.
It was really valuable time away from business to focus on the really important people things, which often get lost in the numbers and the general sort of melee of everyday business.
And the brand directors this year had a programme tailored to them, which again was around their leadership style and also how they operate as a team, and they went up to the Lake District in October.
Well, we don't have too many colleagues around on the, working in the same marketplace, but actually having spent a few days up there, we realised actually we're all in the same team together, but we're just looking at looking in different directions.
If someone had rung me up on the Monday before the course was starting and told me it was being cancelled, I would have sung zippity-doo-dah inside. However, if someone had rang me up on the Friday evening when it finished, I want to swap those 4 days for any other 4 days that I've ever had at JCT600.